Well, it kind of occurred to me that I have not made a video, and I know there are a few out there that there's some little ones that love seeing this stuff. Um, so I thought I'd make a video because this 90-gallon aquarium, 90-gallon mixed reef tank, is, I would say within the next 3 months, is going to be tore down. So what you see will no longer be here in this tank. Now the rock and the sand they're staying with the tank. They're going in the trash. I might keep the tank just as like a, I don't know, put something else in it. Maybe do an aggressive tank. I don't know. I don't have enough room to do like a huge aggressive tank like big eels and big puffers. They require like 250 gallon plus, but I might do something. So let's give you an update on this tank as it sits right now. So I've been using this salt that a coral company that sold corals, what they said that they used. No, because this tank was on a steady decline whenever I was using that salt. I switched back over to Reef crystals, just a cheap, dirty salt. You have to filter it. Dude, everything perked up the first week I put Reef crystals back in here. And I haven't even been doing regular water changes. I'm actually heating up water to do water change here in just a little bit. But I don't know if you guys remember. Look at that Monty, that orange Monty right there. It's got so much new growth. There's another little guy right there, and he's growing good too. All the hammer is just, dude, I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but right down in there, let me get a straight shot for you guys. Where you at? Get out of the way, fish. But right there in the center of the screen, that's new heads of hammer coming out of in between the branches. And I've never seen the hammer. It's like down there in between these two branches is where we were looking. I've never seen hammer spit new heads out there. You can see my urchin back there. He's actually got some of these zoanthids on his back. It's hilarious. You can see the tentacles of my coral banded shrimp back there. Of course, you got Mr. Yellow Tang. I was a cheap fish. Now I'm very expensive fish. And then, of course, you got, Tweedledum. And where'd you go? Tweedledummer here. The clove polyp, the firework clove polyp, doing amazing. The acans are they're just loving it right now. These guys over here were all but gone, and they're starting to come back. I need to get rid of this algae. I let the stuff grow because it does take nutrients out of the water. Then you take it out and you throw away the nitrates and phosphates. It's pretty cool. This stuff does consume calcium though, and the Tang does kind of nip at it. He just doesn't eat enough of it. But yeah, look at the torch. I don't know if you guys remember what that torch looked like, but he was right on the brink of death. I changed salt. He went from bleached out and white with pale green tips to bright green tips now with a nice brown body. And all because of salt. Just the salt mix. So like I mentioned, I just posted it on RC Help in the thread there, which is where probably most of you guys are watching this. This 90-gallon aquarium is reaching the end of its life as what it is here, and we're going to be building a new tank. I'm not going to reveal what we're putting in the tank or anything like that. I want it to be a nice build. One thing I will show, and this is something that's going to go on to the other aquarium, so a little sneak peek, is new lights. So gone are the aqua illuminations. I still have them. I'm not going to get rid of them. They'll make a great quarantine or a frag tank, something like that. As you can see, I've got the Wi-Fi dongle on it up here, and it is connected to the second one. Everything's done through Wi-Fi on my phone, and it will eventually be connected to my Apex. Another little bit of information: it will not be that Apex. I will still have that Apex, but it will not be that Apex. Hey, my heater's on. Yeah, you might notice a different skimmer. Testing that out, seeing how that does. A lot of salt creep. Let me grab my phone. That macro algae is doing, oh my god, amazing under those two little strip lights. But yeah, so basically this sump is what started all this. Just the way the sump was. It's got some cracks in it. We're like, we need a sump, and so we started looking at sumps, and then we're like, well, if we're going to get a sump, we really need to replace this stand. Well, if we're going to replace the stand, we might as well get a new tank. If we're going to build a new tank, let's build a new tank. So yeah, it's going to be fun. But this is what the tank looks like now. Let's see if I can get a wide angle. Oh, there we go. So that's what she looks like right now, and I'm still playing around with color temperature on the lights, but it has more colors in it. It has UV, has red and greens, which you can tune to what you need them to do, and that's one thing I have not had on the Aqua Illumination. I had white, about 27K. I had blues, which were not royal blue, but yeah, just blue. I can't remember the nanometer. And then I had the 420 or 520 nanometer, something like that. I don't remember. Royal blue, which is what gives you that pop, like that's popping. The greens are popping. Yeah. If I had a filter on here, it'd look even better. Here's the shrimp. I just did a real quick clean on the glass just so I could kind of see what these lights were doing. It looks a lot dimmer with these lights, and I think I'm gonna have to use some fill lights. Now, some things, like I mentioned in the thread, sand is going in the trash. All this live rock in here is going in the trash. I'll be putting in brand new rock, brand new sand. We will be reusing things like that power head that needs to be cleaned in a very bad way. That one over there is not as dirty, but we'll be reusing those. I don't really like them, but they do what they need to do. They move water, and yeah. So anyway, guys, that's the current state of the tank, and yeah, the GSP for like 2 years has not been open like this. Absolutely amazing that you think a salt's good and you go back to what you left because you didn't think it was doing good enough, and you start getting growth again immediately. I mean, it's just amazing. So watch what salt you buy. Like I said, I'm using Reef crystals. In the new tank, I'm going to start it on Reef Crystal, but I'm thinking about going to a different salt. But with as good as Reef Crystal's doing, I don't know if I'm going to change. It's working. Why mess with a good thing? You know, you have to filter it. It's a very dirty salt mix, and you have to filter it. So don't worry about all the stuff on the sand. That's all fixing to go away. And yeah, I do hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you guys in the next one.